Alrighty, we're gonna talk about ELEAGUE. The start of my morning until me getting home yesterday. So, hold on to your butts. It is time. Also, if you guys like the new shirt, it's got a cute little sun dude with sunglasses on it. Get it? Sunglasses. Jokes. Into the AM. I just picked up a bunch of new shit. It's comfy. Um, so ELEAGUE, it was last week. Wednesday was when it all started. The 28th is what it would have been, November 28th. I woke up on like 2 hours of sleep, could not sleep whatsoever, so that was fine. The plan was to get up for like 4 o'clock a.m., and then I would be in Atlanta by like 9 a.m., which actually happened. So 2 hours of sleep, get to Atlanta. Can't find anybody. Check into my hotel room. So this is my hotel room. Super, super cozy. This window here is this view. So this is what my view was. Across the rooftop on the other hotel had a pool, and I was like, yeah, that looks sick. But then I realized it was like kind of cold out for that, so it didn't matter. But yeah, sweet little digs they hooked us up with, so that was fun. Managed to go to do that. Because I was super tired and already falling asleep at like 9 a.m., I took a nap until like 2, 3 in the afternoon. And then I went to lunch with Chrome and Garrett G from Energy. We went to Taco Mac or something like that. I don't know. It was pretty shit, to be honest. It used to be some crazy sports bar that was really good, but they fucked it up. I don't know what they did. But yeah, so we went to and got lunch. And then what did we do? We kind of just hung out. Like, we didn't really do anything. Day one, Wednesday, was just kind of a chill day. Everybody was arriving. We took our time. We went and got some alcohol and relaxed, and nothing crazy. Just a really chill day, and kind of waited for all the pros to arrive, and then got dinner with everybody and met up with all the broadcast talent and all that kind of bullshit. So super chill day one. Nothing crazy. Took a nap, hung out with the boys. Pretty straightforward. Pretty straightforward. So that was Wednesday. This comes later, but it's a better picture than staring at nothing. So on Thursday, so Thursday was a unique day for talent. Um, what they're doing this year is, instead of your typical, so for those that don't know, so ELEAGUE in 2017 at the end of the year, same time frame, about December, we did so I'm going to try to explain this as easy as possible. So ELEAGUE is a studio production put on by Turner, and Turner is in charge of like sports and TNT for the NBA. They also obviously do ELEAGUE, they do Cartoon Network, they're a very large studio production, but in the United States they're like one of the major 4 broadcast television on cable network TV. So TBS is kind of a big deal. They last season originally planned for 2 episodes. They were going to take all the content from day one and kind of splice it up, do highlights, and kind of talk over that, and do the same thing for their following week. And we're going to do the semifinals, the grand finals, all that kind of stuff, right? So what was different this year, and because of last year did really, really well. Their first episode went great. So they ended up keeping us out for an extra couple days to record 2 more episodes for TV. So they air always on Friday at 11 p.m. Eastern. So they extended it. They took all that spliced content and extended it for 2 more 1-hour shows. So instead of only doing 2 1-hour shows, they did 4. ELEAGUE is now doing a new production called Esports 101, which is an introductory show for specific esports, right? So this season, instead of doing a broken down with all the talent kind of thing, they brought us in early, and this is what Thursday was. Thursday was a rehearsal day as well as a recording day, and what we do is called live to tape. So you do the segment as if it's live, and you're trying to basically one take it, no mistakes, like, this is live, man, don't fuck up, like, kind of stuff. But if there is major mistakes or big stutters, or like you say, the graphics and stuff wrong, it doesn't matter. They can re-record it, and then they'll edit it in post-production, right? So we came out early, and to give you guys an example of what that is, This isn't gonna work.
Lane and the final 2 turrets guarding the Nexus. You can clear all the turrets from every lane if you want to, but you definitely don't have to.
So, like,
and that's how you end the game.
Here.
You look back at this moment and chuckle. We're here at the ELEAGUE studios in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm your host, Bill Jump Carter, and joining me today on this adventure is Kelsey Pelling, or KP to her fans. You ready to teach some people about League?
You know it.
All right. Before we get to talking about the millions of viewers who tune into League of Legends World Championships every year, or the $1 million salaries paid to the best League talent.
So the general premise is that because video games and etc. are not the easiest thing to understand or grasp, and we're talking for the mainstream audience. This is for the people who still watch TV or TBS, not the people that are, you know, subscribed to Netflix and HBO and Hulu and whatever. It is for the general audience that watches television still. So because of that, what we ended up doing is they brought in all the talent on Thursday to rehearse and then record an Esports 101 show for Rocket League. So there will be Esports 101 Rocket League this Friday, so December 7th at 11 p.m., which is tomorrow. If you guys are watching this live for YouTube, that may change, but December 7th, 11 p.m. Eastern. You can watch it on TBS. So it will be myself, Wavepunk, James Bot, Achieves, and Jorby, and then Machine, who is hosting, Machine from Dota and CSGO, will be working together to present that production to the broad audience. So that is episode 1. That is tomorrow. We then also have 3 more episodes that we are doing that will air in the following Fridays as well. So there's the 7th, the 14th, the 21st, and the 28th. There will be an episode of Esports Rocket League, ELEAGUE Cup, whatever. So it's the ELEAGUE Rocket League Cup 2018 is the official name of it, and that will be airing for the next 4 weeks on Friday throughout December, right? So I stayed late to do that, and I will get to that, and that's why I got home Wednesday. So Thursday was rehearsing and recording Esports 101 with all the talent, right? There's a bunch of funny segments, there's a bunch of jokes and like memes that we do throughout it, because Rocket League inherently is a very simple game, but there's a lot more to it, as you guys all know, but the general audience doesn't. So it's kind of like this is what Rocket League is to the fullest form. This is what makes it exciting. I hope you guys tune in for the following weeks. Please join us, right? So that was all day Thursday. Thursday was a great taping day. All the talent hung out and got together, went to dinner together, all that kind of stuff. All the players went and got like Korean barbecue or something like that with the ELEAGUE people. But yeah, it was super cool. Hung out, and I can't say it enough, and I'll probably say it another like 10 times before the end of this episode. There is no better production team in esports than Turner. Like, there's 2 Bens. There's Ben's Spiel something. I can't. Ben S. He's evil Ben, or no, he's good Ben. And then there's Ben Winter, who's evil Ben, who's our producer, and Keith and Daly, and like, there's so many people in that production team that are absolutely fucking phenomenal at their jobs. All their interns are great. Everybody that Turner hires has been nothing but fantastic for us, and they are easily the one production that I look forward to more than any other one out of my career. Like, working ELEAGUE is the highlight of my year, straight up. Like, they, not an expectation, but I'm super happy that I get to work with that group, because they treat us like, it's hard to explain. If you've never worked like talent or broadcast talent, like, it's a different level of appreciation, and I love them for it. So shout outs to the guys at Turner, shout out to everybody from ELEAGUE. You guys are fucking amazing. Keep killing it, keep setting precedents and making everybody else try to catch up, because you guys absolutely kill it. So shout out to Turner, fucking love them, they're great. So that was Thursday. Friday we got in the studio at about 10:30, 11, which was day 1. Day 1 was, let's see, let me pull up the bracket. I'll adjust the overlay if I need to. Sorry for the spoilers. How can I do this? Where's my display capture? Where you at? Shit's so fucking big. There we go. No. Yes. Alright, sweet. So I can just move this over here. So day 1, we played 4 matches. We played all the quarters. So different for E-League this year is we had 8 teams, so that's the same, but instead of doing round robins through groups, we did double elimination brackets. So think like the promotion relegation tournaments that we did at the end of the season. So Cloud9 beat PSG, super close game. Energy looked absolutely dominant day 1, super exciting there. Good to see them back in form. Actually beat Cloud9, like smashed them, so they auto-qualified. That was day 2. But yeah, these 4 matches. So Cloud9, PSG, Chiefs, Energy, and then Dignitas, EG, and then Weedham Grows flip side, which you guys can't see. But the 4 matches, as you can see, were this one, this one, this one, and this one. And then day 2, we played all the winners finals and the losers finals out to find out that our 4 teams going into the playoffs are these guys. So Energy, Weedham, Dig, Cloud9, Weedham, and Cloud9. So day 1 was pretty exciting. A lot of really close matches, again, showing that the top tier of Rocket League is, again, a battle. Like, it doesn't matter. It comes down to the day of. I thought Flipside was going to go through. I thought they had a really good chance, but Weedham surprised a lot of people to the love of this this community. Wendy, Lola, talking about you guys specifically. A little biased towards Weedham, but I get it. They're good. I did interviews for the first time of my career, which is what this photo is. There's another one with Metsinaris at one point. And we'll get to that. So I have never done interviews before in my career, ever. So it was really cool to get the opportunity to do a solo interview. I started day 3 with interviews. So day 3 was the one with Garrett. But yeah, I've never done solo interviews before. I appreciate the opportunity from Turner to try it out, and not be like, okay, you sucked at that, do it again. Like somebody else can do it. Also, kudos to Wavepunk for doing the grand finals introductions. Those aren't easy and can be extremely awkward if not handled appropriately. So yeah, day 1, day 2 flew by. Day 2 is the long day. That was Saturday. We did 6 matches. Found out our final 4. Crowd Energy came in. That's something that a lot of people don't know. What a lot of people don't know is, so day 1 we don't have a live audience. Day 2 and day 3 we do. Just because it's the first matches, we get through it really quick, and it hypes up the rest and it keeps everybody energized. So it was good having a crowd. The crowd was great, nice and loud. We had a couple cheers that carried over from LANs and stuff, which was super cool. But we didn't do anything too crazy. Me, Jorby, and James went to a pub and got shepherd's pie and some like apple pie drink that was super good. That was made great. So that was nice. Some like, it was kind of like an Irish pub somewhere in downtown Atlanta. So it was good. So that was cool. Let's see. We also went to Express because James needed shirts. I almost spent a lot of money and then I didn't, so I was proud of me for that. Because every time I go to Express, I spend way too much money on clothes. Day 3. So day 3 was great. So day 3 comes about, and let me see if I can find it. So just an interview. We didn't interview Garrett on day 3. It was day 2 because they lost. That's right. Hold on. Disregard me, guys. I'm just trying to find stuff. One sec. All this stuff kind of meshes together after a while because it's a lot of content. Here it is. So here's the Garrett interview.
These beautiful analysts, James Bott and Wave Pug with myself, Machine. But right now, fresh off of his victory, Hart likely still beating. Lawler's got Garrett.
Lawler here with Garrett G, the winners. Day 2, first day we got a live audience. What's it like having a live crowd behind you guys?
You know, it's great. Yesterday was kind of weird. A little
Super
quiet.
awkward. I was so nervous going into that.
Normal, and I was really hyped.
So
Guys,
nervous.
can you tell them what it feels like to be normal? Can we get some love? There we go. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Obviously, we had a really close series. You guys dropped the first 2. It was a little bit difficult, but as soon as game 3 hit, you guys started going off. Game 6, though, was a nail
Justin
biter. A lot
memeing
of
in the
close
background.
shots, a lot of really near misses. What was comms like going through that?
I just
There was
noticed
a couple
that.
I was like, those should have
You
went
see that little shit
Yeah, it was
back
pretty
there?
sloppy. It was bad. We're all screaming, you know, trying to call for the ball. But honestly, it felt like a really sloppy series, but it always does against Cloud9. You know, they're the fastest team in the world, in my opinion. So it's really hard to stay coordinated against them. And honestly, you know,
Garrett did a really good job in his
do what we
interview, too.
do, and, we got some
So, yeah.
close saves.
Got to do interviews for the first time. Not something I'm used to.
We turned out good, I guess.
Just doing what they do, and it's working out great here. So the big one, you guys got revenge against Chiefs yesterday. You got revenge here against Cloud9. What's up next going into day 3? You're guaranteed.
I don't know. Gonna go back to the hotel, watch some TV, get some food, show up and play some Rocket League, I guess, and we'll see what happens.
Chill and play Rocket League. Last but not least, before we send it back to the guys at the desk, parents are here, always a big support for you guys, both Mom and Papa G, but you got the young one with you too. What's that like having that fan base here? Plus, it's hometown. You got a hometown advantage going on.
That's great. They're my biggest fans. They were probably the loudest ones in this entire venue, so I'm grateful to have them. You know, really blessed, and you know, thankful for it.
Awesome, man. Good to hear, guys. Back to you guys at the desk. We got a happy Garrett, happy crowd, energy moving on to day number 3.
Yes, indeed. They are now qualified and will be playing in.
It's not as bad as I thought it went, but God, I hate doing those. It's so nerve-wracking. Doing those interviews is scary. Also, why is it just capturing my car? Because I'm an idiot and closed out of all the things I need. I suck. There we go. Nailed it. But yeah. But yeah, nervous before an interview. That'll never go away. I agree with you on that one, man. So, yeah. Go here. There we go. So yeah, it was interesting doing interviews. Kind of warmed into them after a while, and it was nice getting to kind of pick who I did it with. And you saw me like interview Ignite and Mets. Guys, super easy to talk to. The only like super cringy thing was like I pre-planned it with Ignite. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna rip up my card. I need you to hold the mic when I do it. I'm gonna hand you the mic. Be ready for it. And he's like, okay, sounds good. My mistake, because those guys are also extremely nervous when they do interviews. So like when I was like, hey man, nobody expected you to be here, so these are pretty much useless. Hold this for me. And he's like just sitting there like, what? And I'm like, hold this for me. And he's like, oh, okay. And I'm like, interviews are easy if you just listen to the guy talking to you, man. Like, if you literally just listen to what they say and then you respond, super easy. But yeah, he was so confused, which is fine. That's my mistake. I'll never do that again. So one of those things where it's like, you know what, should just went about it and just been like, hey man, like nobody expected you guys to be up here. What's that feeling like? Blah blah blah, this and that. So, which is bad because I actually ended up needing one of those note cards because the last question I almost forgot. So oops. Rookie mistake. Rookie fucking mistake. So, yeah, interviews were cool. Day 2 wrapped up. Day 3 wrapped up. Weedham Girls, spoiler alert, fucking won. They crushed it. They played really, really well. I've never seen somebody play such like good shutdown offensive pressure before. It was unreal. So, congrats to Weedham Girls. All that stuff wrapped up. We then kind of putzed around and went and got some food. And then, if you guys don't know what they are, there is a thing called Bird. So, there are scooters in Atlanta, riddled all throughout the city. So there's they're electric scooters, and you go up and you take your phone and you scan the QR code with the app. And then it tells you like how much battery it has, what it's left with, where it's located, all that kind of bullshit, right? After that's all done, it's an electric scooter and they go like 20 miles an hour. Like, they're not slow by any means. They're pretty damn fast. And we took, instead of a 2-minute or 3-minute Uber to get back to where we were going at the hotel, we took a 30-minute scooter ride all the way back home. And it was amazing. It was so much fucking fun. It was myself, Krenovi, Gibbs, Wave, Achieves, Jorby, Furtive Raccoon was with us. I think that's it. But yeah, we had like a group of like 7 or 8 of us cruising through the streets with these things, and they were fucking great. And I distinctly remember Krenovi was not comfortable on them. He was nervous as hell and like was worried about his balance. So like we would get like 6 blocks ahead and then stop and then wait for them to catch up. But instead of waiting for them to catch up, we would turn around and scoot the fuck back and like go flying past them and past them. And it was a bunch of hooligans on scooters. It was terrible. And Jorby was yelling like "Greetings, travelers" every time he went past somebody. And then there's this other time where there's like a giant hole in the middle of the fucking sidewalk, and like Wave and Jorby both ate shit almost in front of me. And then Jorby just yells at the brick in the middle of the sidewalk and goes, "Hazard! Hazard!" and just starts yelling at it and pointing at it. He doesn't like do anything to like get it out of the way or like make sure we go around it. He just yells at it and yells "Hazard." It's really fucking funny. But yeah, we just fucked around on these scooters for like a half hour. And despite going for what I thought was a really long time, it was $6. Like, what the fuck? It was awesome. So much fun. Kind of want to buy one. Actually, Bird scooter cost. I want to just fucking buy one. How much are they? Yeah, they go up to about 15, 16 miles an hour. They're only like $500. Oh my god, I might have to buy one. I've got a trail right behind me that goes for like 30 miles. Nope, don't want that. Hold on, we're taking a detour. Electric scooter on Amazon. Let's see. Not Razor. Damn, this one's fucking hype. Look at this shit. Fancy. Yeah, and they got a fucking light on the front of them. I might buy one of these. Yeah, you just push a little bit to get the engine going, and then you just fucking gun it. I wonder how long they take to charge. They go like 15, 20 miles an hour. They're super quick. That commercial sucked. All I'm saying is that commercial sucked. That's not the real highlight of him. All I know is we were going fucking flying on him, and it was great. Those things are probably not allowed in Germany. Too dangerous? Probably not. They are like so. The best part is we get done. We check into the hotel. So this is day 3. This is when everybody, like the last night of everybody there. So this is Sunday night, right? So everybody, it's the last night. We're just hanging out, whatever. We're having drinks and shit. And apparently, a bunch of the NA pros were going around, and Classics ran into a wall. So, the way I found out about this, so Remco, Metznaris, Ignite, Fruity, and Farah came over to our hotel. So all the talent, Machine and everybody, Kronovi, we were all at our hotel that we were staying at. So this is Sunday night. Everything's wrapped up. We've got food. We're just hanging out, having some drinks. So we're all just kind of hanging, drinking. Fireworks from EG shows up because he finally put the little boys to bed because they're young. But apparently, Remco and some of the other guys were in their hotel room just kind of looking out the window, checking the scenery and stuff. And they see a bunch of NA pros like flying by. And then literally within like 10 seconds or 15 seconds of that, apparently Classics like loses control and just fucking full out books right into a wall. Like, couldn't make that shit up if I wanted to. It was great. And I'm super upset that I didn't get to see it. And I'm super envious that Remco and those guys did get to see it, and I didn't. So that I guess was fucking hilarious. I'm super jealous. It sounded great. Also working with Kronovi on the desk. That's Machine, but Kronovi's right here. This is Kronovi. You can't see it. Let's do this. There you go. There's Konarski. Working with Kronovi was great. He did a fantastic job his first time on the desk. Not an easy thing to do. So kudos to Kronovi. He did a good job. Proud of him. Day 3 also, there was a group in the crowd that comes to every event, and they always bring like mustaches and like Christmas sweaters and stuff. So we stole some when we went on to cast the grand finals. So that was cool. Just messing around, having a good time with Jorby. Shout outs to Jorby. He got to cast his first like true grand final. I know that's a lot of pressure, so I'm happy for him. I'm glad he got his chance at that. Also, the other big thing I forgot to mention was that we got to meet Shaquille O'Neal, Charles Barkley, Ernie Johnson, and other guy I don't know. Why is this not loading? Charles Barkley, Ernie Johnson, Shaq, and I forget his name. Kenny Smith. Yeah. So they, after our production, I forget what day that was. That was after the first day. So that was after the 29th. That was after Esports 101. So after we finished up Esports 101, they still had their production going on. So they were like, "Hey, do you guys want to check out the set and watch the opening show?" So we watched the opening show. Charles Barkley's fucking hilarious. There's a lot of things he said that I cannot repeat. But yeah, it was sick. So it was really cool to get to meet those guys. Ernie is a legend when it comes to desk hosting. Super awesome to see him command the desk like that and orchestrate it. So really awesome to kind of get to check and see that set out. That was the end of Thursday. Interviews. We went for dinner before all the scooter shenanigans. We went to Raw Sushi, and I had not sushi. I had beef teriyaki, and it was fucking delicious. That's something. You guys want to see a teaser for tomorrow's show? Yeah, I've seen the clip of Shaq tripping. It's hilarious. You guys want to see the teaser of tomorrow's show? I can't rotate this, unfortunately, for you.
The things that budget gets spent on.
Yes, Shaq is massive.
Things that budget gets spent on.
Giveaway, we're doing it right now. Yeah, so working ELEAGUE was sick. Ton of fun with them. Yeah, the eggs like the crowd. So we've got some funny things planned for tomorrow. So hopefully you guys can tune in and watch. If not, we'll try and watch it together another day. But yeah, they so Sunday night drinks. All the pro players come over. Remco and them tell us about classics running into the wall. Fucking hilarious. And then Sunday night was pretty chill. Like we just got together and just had some drinks and relaxed and kind of reminisced. And bars closed at midnight, which was really dumb. So the pros went back. We all kind of just went back to the hotel room and watched Shark Tank because Shark Tank is bae. All the pro players, like that's part of the routine now for RLCS and stuff, is everybody just watches Shark Tank at night. It's just kind of what we do. But yeah, so we all hung out and did that. And then after all that went down, went to bed, slept in, had an interview for HUD, which you guys have graciously posted in the Discord that I did with an E-League recap with Marissa and Leaf. So that was Monday. That's how I woke up. And then I met up with Andy Laza, if you guys don't know Andy. Andy is a ex-semi-pro player for Leaf, and then he also does speedrunning for A Link to the Past. He's a partnered streamer through Allegiance. But met up with him because he lives in Atlanta. He's a good buddy. He used to live like 20 minutes from me and his girlfriend, Kelsey. We went and got lunch with Machine and then just kind of chilled, did our thing. Monday was our day off, so I got a lot of work done, prepped all for the next day, all that kind of stuff. So normally I would have flown home on Monday with everybody else, but I stayed out until Wednesday. So Monday was the day off. And then Tuesday was just me and Machine. And like I was explaining at the beginning of the video, there is 4 episodes that they're doing for the TBS special. Number 1 is E-League 101. 2 and 3 are the semifinals, and then 4 is the grand final, right? So rather than just playing the match 45 minutes straight, what they do is they'll play like game 1 and game 2, and then they'll come back from commercial, and then it'll go to me and Machine and be like, wow, like really exciting stuff. Yeah, man, like that stuff was crazy. This team's playing really good. I can't believe they're making a comeback. And then Machine will be like, well, let's get right back into it. Coming up next, game 3. And then we go into game 3, and then they watch, and then it comes back after and all that kind of stuff. So I stayed late to help with the B-roll in between those segments with Machine. So he and I got to work solo or as a duo the whole day, which was awesome. Machine is a fantastic host. Makes you very comfortable, just like Richard Lewis did. Super talented guy, very funny, but just a really good vibe. Machine is in the position where he is for a reason. So awesome to work with Machine on an individual level and get to spend some solo time with him and get to know him on a personal level as compared to just like, hey, we worked together this week, have fun, you know? So yeah, Machine was great. Loved Machine. So that was Tuesday. So that's why I didn't come home on Monday like everybody else. So Tuesday I was out recording that stuff. So if you guys do watch the E-League specials for the episodes, for the actual games, you will see a lot of me, and you will also hear a lot of me because I'm casting most of those games with Jorby. So shout-outs to Turner again for taking the opportunity and having faith in me to do a job in a high-pressure situation. So thank you to them. I greatly appreciate the opportunity as always, and I hope to do it again next year. So awesome stuff there. Flew home yesterday. Woke up at 10. Got to the airport and was home by 4:30 my time. Like 4:30, like 5. Ate lunch, and then we started up the stream. And then we streamed for 9 hours for some reason. So went to bed, and now we're here. So E-League was great, man. I loved E-League. Was there for a week. It feels like a long week, but then when you get home, you wish you were still there. So shout outs to E-League. This was the Esports 101 set. This was the TNT set for NBA with those guys that we did on Thursday. Me and Jorby for the Grand Finals cast. Me and Metzanaris for the interview going into the grand finals after they beat Energy. Dinner on Sunday. Teaser for Esports 101. And then this was the final shot I took before we left. This is the empty studio on Tuesday. So, good stuff. Always a pleasure working with Turner and those guys. They always treat us fantastic. And the best thing ever are these fucking jackets. Hold on. So these are called a bomber jacket. And they put the logo on the inside of them, which is sick. And they're like really, really puffy and insulated. Ignite was wearing his all day 3. They've got the logo on the breast pocket, and they've got a little fancy zipper on the side for the arm. And they're really comfy, and I love it. And it is easily my daily driver now for a jacket, but super clean, really clean. You can't really tell, but comfy as fuck. Love it. Huge fan. So they hooked us up with those. If you do like those jackets, I think they're available on their website. Use Rocket League 2018 or something like that for like 10 or 20% off, I think. But there's a product code for it. Either way. But yeah, ELEAGUE was great. That does it for the YouTube portion. So I'm going to end the recording here. And then, yeah. Questions, drop them in the comments below. I'll answer what I can.